September 9th, Saturday, St. Peter Claver. Loving and doing. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Today, the church celebrates the feast of St. Peter Claver, a slave of slaves. John Anthony Hardin, an American Jesuit, says about today's saint, "Love is shown more in deeds than words. Love does not mean I like to do what I am doing. Love means I do it." The doing is your love, the resistance, the revulsion, and the dislike. St. Peter Claver had all of that. St. Peter Claver did a great work of mercy by ministering to the African people who were kidnapped, transported across the ocean, and sold into slavery. Claver saw the slaves as fellow Christians, encouraging others to do so as well. He met every slave ship and entered into the depths of the ship to help the sick and the dying. He used to urge the slave owners to end their unjust practices. The first reading from Isaiah refers to the commitment and dedication that one does towards the poor and the unjust. Today's Gospel reading challenges us to lay down one's life for our friends. St. Peter Claver proclaimed the word of God throughout his life. He identified the cry of God among the slaves. He lived and bore witness to the gospel values by being and becoming a slave for God. We must speak to them with our hands before we speak to them with our lips. St. Peter Claver. Pray and practice. Lord, teach us to be more compassionate and merciful to all like Peter Claver, especially those who are ill-treated and marginalized.